My grandma say turn it off when it come on the radio. Say it's devil music. Say it ain't meant for children. But it don't sound like the devil to me. It sound like somebody remembering. I be sitting on the floor with my back to the couch, listening low so she don't hear it slip back through the static. The blues don't rush. It walks slow, like it know where it been and ain't ashamed of the distance. Grandma say the blues open doors you can't close. I wonder why doors need closing in the first place. She hum hymns while she cook, but her foot taps something older than church. I see it in her shoulders when she think nobody watching. The blues live in her too, even when she tell it to hush. That's when I start asking myself questions grown folks don't like. Did she forget our pain? Or did remembering hurt too much to keep holding? I didn't ask her out loud. Some questions make too much noise when you say them. The blues keep playing, low and careful, like it know it ain't welcome but ain't leaving either. I feel it in my chest before I understand it in my head, like something knocking from the inside, asking to be let back in. I don't know where the song come from, but it feel like it been looking for me. I close my eyes and I see things I ain't never seen before. Hands dark and cracked, feet bare on hot ground, voices bending words till they fit inside pain without breaking. It scared me a little, but not enough to turn it off. That's when I realized something. The blues ain't teaching me nothing new. It reminding me of something I already know. And I start to wonder, if this is the devil's music, why it feel like home? And then the song change. It don't get louder, it get heavier. Like it remembering something it wish it didn't have to. That's when the pictures come clearer. People who wasn't always bent down. People who used to rise. These was the ones who could fly. Not with wings like birds, but with voice and spirit. They had power in the way they spoke things into being. Power in the way they moved together. The sky wasn't above them, it knew them. And still, they wasn't happy. I don't understand that part at first. How you give somebody the whole sky and they still want more? I see it then. Lust pulling at what didn't need touching. Envy staring sideways at what was already enough. Desire forgetting how to be thankful. Imagine being able to rise above everything and still feeling empty. That's when I learned something that don't feel good to learn. Life ain't about wanting love or chasing whatever we think gonna make us happy. It about what get lost when wanting take over remembering. We was given heights, but then something fell. And when slavery came, it didn't just take bodies, it took memory. It bent us so long we forgot what standing felt like. It made us look down so much we forgot the sky ever answered back. That's why the blues hurt. It trying to remember what flying felt like after forgetting became the only way to survive. That's when the roads show up. Not all at once, just a place where paths cross and don't explain themselves. I used to hear folks whisper about it, the crossroads, like it was something to fear, like something bad wait there. But what I see ain't bad, it's just quiet. It's where flying stop and walking begin, where you don't rise no more, you choose. That's when it come back to me, clear as the sound in my chest. When the curse was placed on our people, I remembered, and they forgot. Forgetting wasn't weakness, it was survival wearing a mask. Something broke the line between us and the highest. Not God turning away, but noise getting in the way. Too much hurt, too much fear, too much trying to stay alive another day. When the voice got hard to hear, people found other ways to speak. They started talking sideways to the world, through signs, through roots and rhythms, through words that bent around pain. Spell language, they call it now. Voodoo, magic. But it wasn't evil. It was people trying to remember how to answer back when heaven felt far. They wasn't summoning darkness. They was reaching for what we used to have natural, reaching for a sky we forgot we once belonged to. The crossroads ain't where we lost our souls. It's where we lost our wings and learned how to walk without them. Every step after that carried memory in it. Every song carried directions. Every blues note carried the shape of flight, folded small enough to survive. That's why the blues always sound like movement. It ain't stuck, it ain't cursed. It's walking forward, with the memory of flying still in its bones. And I remember because somebody has to stand there long enough to say it out loud. The crossroads ain't the end. It's just where we touched the ground and kept going. After a while, I noticed something else. I ain't just standing in one place. Everywhere I walk feel different, but familiar. Dirt change, shoes change, sounds change, but the ache don't. The song don't either. I walk past fields and streets and houses with different names, and I realize I've been walking a long time. Longer than this body, longer than this voice. I walked through when we whispered. I walked through when we shouted. I walked through when we forgot our own names and answered to new ones. Every era leaves something in the sound. That's when it hit me. The blues ain't just music. It's a map. A map that don't show land, but movement. A map made of feeling instead of lines. A map that remember where we fell and where we rose. Every note points somewhere. Every ache got direction in it. The blues don't keep you stuck in the past. It show you how the past still breathing, so you don't trip over it again. That's why it always sounds like it's going somewhere. And that's why I'm still here. Because somebody gotta keep walking so the road don't disappear. I come back to the crossroads a lot. It looked different every time, but it always asked the same thing. Not with words, with silence. And now, it asking you, do you choose to remember what you were given, or do you choose to forget and call it peace? Do you choose to move, even if it hurt, even if you gotta walk before you fly again? Or do you stand still and let the world keep moving without you? I already know my answer. I've been answering it my whole life. The blues ain't waiting on the devil. It's waiting on you. So tell me, do you choose to fly, or do you choose to stand still and be left behind? Anything that come easy and ask nothing back ain't a blessing. It's a wall, a soft one, a comfortable one, but still a wall, standing between you and the Most High. That's the part folks don't like to hear. Power without understanding destroys itself. Gift without discipline becomes hunger, and hunger never says enough. That's why remembering ain't just about the past, it's about repentance. Not the kind where you bow in fear, but the kind where you turn around and face the source again. Because with power comes responsibility. With vision comes restraint. With glory comes humility. The ones who flew fell when they stopped listening. And the ones who survive now, the ones who still sing, still remember, still walk. They ain't perfect, but they know this. Anything that pulls you away from the source will always pretend to lift you first. And that's how you tell the difference between flight and falling. I know how this sounds when I say it now. I sound small and old at the same time. That's because I'm both. I'm the child who listened from the floor, and I'm the one who kept walking when forgetting felt safer. And I want to say this because it mattered. Some of us made it out. Not loud, not shiny, not the way the world expected. They don't talk about them much, but they're here. The ones who became doctors when sickness was supposed to take them. The ones who became inventors when broken was the only future offered. The ones who studied stars, numbers, bodies, minds, learning how the world works so it couldn't lie to them anymore. They didn't fly like before, they flew quiet. They learned to hide their wings inside discipline, inside books, inside patience, inside late nights when nobody was watching. The world thought they was just surviving, but they was remembering. They learned how to rise again without announcing it, how to walk through systems built to stop them and still not lose themselves. That's a kind of flight too. They didn't forget the blues. They carried it low like a compass. Let it point them instead of weigh them down. And I see them. I see the ancestors smiling different now. Not proud loud, but proud deep. Because flying don't always mean leaving the ground. Sometimes it means knowing who you are no matter where you stand. I still come to the crossroads. So do you. Every time you choose growth over ease, truth over numbness, understanding over hunger, I'm still walking. And as long as one of us remember, really remember, the blood will keep speaking, the blues will keep mapping, and flight will always find a way back.